You've never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down.
And this might shock you when I tell you, I don't believe in the word procrastination. Like, I don't really believe in that word. I told a young lady in Australia who told me she was a procrastinator. I said, look, if I told you to meet me here tomorrow at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna give you $3 million, where would you be? She said, I'm gonna be right there at 4:59, ready to get that $3 million. And I said, so then there's no such thing as procrastination. What it is it's not important to you, right? It's not meaningful to you. It's not something that's urgent to you. And when something is not urgent, you put it off. So yep, you're in school, yes, you probably are getting grades, etc. But if it's not meaningful to you, if it's not important to you, then you're not gonna make it a priority. So what you have to do is find out, how can you make it meaningful? How can you make it purposeful? How can you make it stick? And when you can find that out, I promise you, you'll get up early, you'll get there first, and you'll do whatever it takes to make that goal a reality. So for me, no such thing as procrastination. It's a such thing as it's not a priority to you.
It can be difficult to understand the world around you at times, but even harder can be to understand your own life. How can you kickstart your own journey to a better life? Take the word procrastination out of your vocabulary. If you aren't accomplishing something, that's because it isn't important enough to you. Find a way to make it important so that you will have no problem putting in the work and getting it done. If you are having trouble starting by yourself, look to mentors and those who are close to you to give you the inspiration to get moving. No matter how many people you know, never be afraid to listen to someone else and find the motivation you need to start down a new path. As a human being, you are the pinnacle of creation. You can make decisions and choose your own path throughout your life. Chase your dreams and realize that you have a purpose here greater than simply existing. Don't waste these gifts by standing back and taking a second seat to life. You have to be willing to fight when necessary, but don't wait for it to come to you. Be hungry and go after that fight. When you run away from the problems that present themselves, they will follow you and haunt you. Face them head on and eliminate issues as they arise. And when you've learned what you want to achieve and how to solve problems, you can begin to understand who you really are as a person.
Man, I'm like in like a reflective mode right now, man, meditating. I just left a session with Glenn Twiddle, and I mean, it was intimate, man. Glenn had just my staff, you know, nobody else, in the basement, and phenomenal, man. He flew all the way from Australia to train us, and I'm talking about life-changing. Was there things that he said that, you know, we had heard before? Absolutely, but in the way he said it, how he made it, you know, so practical and relevant for the work that we're doing, so that we could put some action steps to it immediately after. It's like mind blowing, that's all I can say. And did he say some stuff I've never heard before? Absolutely, right? You'll see him in t-shirts, right? You'll see him in the next book. So I'm endorsing this, man, for real. I'm letting anybody know out there, and you gotta understand who I am, okay? And I don't mean Eric Thomas or E.T. the hip hop preacher. You have to understand that I have been, man, I've been with some of the best of the best. I've studied from the best of the best. I put in over 5,000, 10,000 hours of personal development.
We go to school for all these years and they never really show us the importance of dreaming, right? I look at school and I'm like, yo, the way school is designed is it's designing you to be prepared to work for somebody else. And I'm not even upset with that, but there's little of you that you get, right? Y'all gotta work with me because this is deep, right? So I said to my son, son, I gotta ask you a question, like, and I'm being serious. I said, do you believe you created yourself? He was like, what? I was like, do you believe you created yourself? He said, no. I said, do you believe there's a creator? He said, of course I do. I said, no, don't do that. Don't do the dad thing, because you know who I am, and you know, like, I'm about that life. Like, don't answer like, I'm asking you for real, for real. You don't owe me nothing. This is you. Do you believe that there's something out here that's bigger than you? He said, of course I do, Dad. I said, do you believe as a human being, not in a braggadocious way, but that you are the greatest level of all creation? And he's like, you mean like over a deer? I was like, yeah, a deer.
You know, as a people, we have an opportunity that we didn't have 50, 60 years ago. You know, when you think about Emmett Till, they just walked in his house. Grandfather couldn't do nothing. took my man and killed my man. There was nothing they could do about it. We live in a different time now. And so, because we live in a different time, there are opportunities that we have that we didn't have before.
Right.
And we got to seize the moment. So I'm telling people tonight, it's all in, baby, all or nothing. You know, I don't get that part. You know, I deliver the message, you know, I bring the passion, I bring the energy. So the people who are actually receiving it, like I'm not fortunate enough to be on that end and get what they get. I'm grateful to hear that, you know, my gift is a blessing to so many people, but I try to really, for real, focus on my part and not get caught up on, you know, that aspect of it. But I'm grateful that that what I'm saying has had an impact, and more specifically, I'm grateful to see so many African American men who are embracing the message and taking their game to the next level.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.